Saturday night, Leafs Habs at the Bell Center.
Yeah, first one. Definitely pretty excited. Yeah, it's special. I think anytime you come here, even when I was in Philly, it's a special building, special place to play. It's a good environment, and can only imagine it a little bit heightened here on a Saturday against us. So yeah, it's special, and for sure excited to get going, and we'll go from there.
Any memories watching this rivalry as a kid? Like any game that stand out?
No games that stand out, but I know it was huge, and I actually yeah, I don't remember anything off the top of my head, but it's special. It's even when you're walking around and you feel that energy around here, and it's a cool place to be.
They're trying to find their game right now as well. Like, what do you think the intensity is going to be like? Max was talking about maybe a playoff kind of vibe. Like, what are you expecting from the game itself tonight?
Yeah, I think I talked about it a couple days ago, but these division games mean a lot right now in the league, and these points matter, and it's huge. I know it's early in the year, but yeah, it's going to be like that, and we should expect that right off the start, and we need to have a good start. We need to dictate our game right away and go from there. They have a lot of speed, a lot of guys that can move. We got to make it hard on them to get up the ice and make their plays and everything like that, and kind of force them into their D zone and put pucks on that.
Scott, sorry, I didn't want to dominate here, but
Sorry,
but
Mark.
I will. Obviously Easton is excelling. He was pretty hard on himself. I don't know if you saw his comments after the game. He said, I got to bury one of those if I'm getting the minutes I'm getting. And I'm curious, like, do you like to hear that, or does the kid have to take it a bit easy on himself?
I think he can give himself a little bit of grace. It's I've said it. It's hard. It's hard coming from junior and making that step and just everything away from the rink, and it's different. It's a different beast for sure, and the way the schedule's set up and everything like that. So, yeah, he can give himself some grace. But he's getting the opportunities. If he wasn't getting the opportunities, then you start to look at it, and you can be a little bit harder on yourself maybe. But he's getting the looks, he's getting the chances. It's going to drop for him, and hopefully it starts tonight.
The Habs just called up Florian Jacquet from the AHL because to address their lack of physicality. How is your team prepared to face which is probably going to be a pretty physical game, right?
Yeah, we got some big boys too, and that's the way the best games are played. I think is with that physical intensity and gets you up for the game. So I don't think you look at certain guys or anything like that. Just the way the game's going to be played. I think it's going to be a physical, fast game, and we like I said before, we have to dictate that and put the ball in our court here.
What is the idea about how Wool has come back and kind of hit the ground running after missing a lot of time?
Yeah, amazing. He's looked incredible. He's given us a lot of calm back there. I feel he's played great for us. Just a great guy, a guy you want to be around and battle for and play in front of. He's very genuine. So. Just a great guy, and he's looked great. It's hard when you miss that much time. I know from a little bit of experience here, but it's hard to miss time and come right back into the fire. And he's done a fantastic job for us, and we're going to need him to continue to do that for us, and we'll go from there.
Last couple of games, what have you noticed about the way your group has gone about cleaning up as a group defensively?
Yeah, I think we've been harder in our zone, winning more battles. We're getting out of the zone quicker, and I think momentum's a big part of the game, and managing games throughout. There's little games throughout the game, and you have to manage the momentum the best you can. And sometimes you're going to get pinned in your zone for a minute or two, but it's what you do from it and get out. And but yeah, we've cleaned up a little bit. We got to get better for sure, make it harder on them to get into our zone and be quicker. But I think we've played a little bit faster the last couple games, and I think that helps our game is playing fast and getting out of our zone, making it hard on them in the D zone. And no better way to start than here.
What are these games like for you, for the team, Toronto, Montreal, on a Saturday night?
It doesn't get better. It's always fun. I know it's going to be loud. They're going to have both fans out there, a lot of Toronto, a lot of Montreal, so it's going to be fun. Everybody's going to be cheering.
Max was saying yesterday maybe a playoff-like feel with the way that they're going, with the way you're trying to get kind of rolling here. What do you expect from the game itself tonight?
Yeah, I think both teams are trying to get going. You know, like every point is important, especially with our division. So I think it's a big game, like playoff, like Dom said, and you just got to be focused and bring it on tonight.
What have you noticed about maybe the last couple of games, the way your group has kind of shored things up defensively
Yeah.
as a unit?
Yeah, I think we play tighter. We knew we needed to improve that aspect of our game, and I think everybody's doing a good job trying to improve just our positioning, our defending, systems, and it's been trending in the right direction here.
Scott said he sort of felt as though Berube is faster, but I assume you would feel that as well.
Yeah, no. We have to play fast. It's a fast league, so we're trying to play fast. We're trying to skate, create more options, and being hard to play against.
What have you noticed most of Troy Stetchin since he joined the team?
I mean, he's a good little player. I mean, he moves the puck well. He gets those breakouts, passes. He's doing the right stuff, always in the right position. He has a lot of experience, right? He's been in the league for a long time. So having that little player helping us to get that puck out of their zone is great.
What sort of impact did Scott make in his return the other night?
Yeah, he's a great player. He's always talking on the ice, always in the right spot, giving a lot of options in the middle. So playing with him helps my job a lot. So I'm happy that he's back.
What stands out maybe about the player, Joseph Wall, that you've noticed?
Yeah, no, he's playing great. Waller he's dialed in. He's a true pro. He does everything right, and having back in the lineup for us has been really good.
Why do you think? What says it about Easton's personality? Why do you think young guy comes in? He seems to be able to excel in kind of a bigger role.
Yeah, no, I mean he has a big opportunity there, and I think he's taking it. Obviously, he's learning his game in our lineup and stuff, and he's been doing a great job for us. He's taking a lot of confidence, and I'm kind of excited to see where it brings him.
You mentioned the atmosphere that could go on here tonight. What is your earliest memory coming here, either as a player or as a young guy just coming here? What stands out that you remember the most?
Well, I probably came here like at those Timbits teams, right? Like I was really young. It's just when you grew up here, it's always exciting to come to the Bell Center. They always do like those like games in the summers or during the winters, and you come here with your team, and you're like 6, 7, 8. It's just exciting to see how big it is, and it's just exciting. It just creates those dreams. Like you come here and you just dream one day of playing either for the Montreal or playing in the National. So it's just great.
You still have a long guest list for these games?
I always have a little bit of people. Obviously, it's not my first game, so a little bit less than usual, but I know they're going to be watching it at home for sure.
Which family member or friend gets the most pumped up when you play in Montreal, do you think?
I mean, I know my buddies are watching at the bar, and they're I know that guy. But probably my dad. My dad is just like, when you see your child just enjoying what he does and playing in the Bell Center, I'm sure it means a lot for him, so I would say my dad.
Any lineup changes, same group as Thursday?
Sam Blay will play tonight. Quinlan won't.
What do you think you can get out of Sammy tonight?
Well, the physicality. It's going to be a tough game. It's going to be a physical game, in my opinion. To a certain extent, and I just think that he can come in here and disrupt them a little bit with his physicality, and and like I said, he does make good puck plays. So.
What have you liked about your team lately?
Well, just we're defending as a 5-man unit a lot better than we have been, and I think just seeing that we got numbers around the puck, and we're breaking the pucks out easier. We're not stretched out. We're connected in the zones. That's what I see. Neutral zone, we've done a pretty good job in a neutral zone with our defending, and then offensively, I think we've done a pretty good job of creating chances, and I liked our power play. Created some opportunities that didn't go in, but. That's what I see right now.
How much of a difference has Joe Wall made for you?
Oh, for sure. I mean, he's played well, and we got confidence in Joe. We know Joe, so I thought besides the saves, I thought his puck play was really good last game too, helping breaking the puck out.
What are you seeing on the other side tonight? Montreal obviously going through a bit of a rough stretch as well. What do you have to be aware of that gets down?
Well, you got to be aware of their skill for sure. That's a highly skilled team over there, and you know, obviously Hudson. Like, I mean, he's a dynamic player. He's tough to handle. So we got to do a good job on him, and you know, we got to do a good job in their skill. You know, it's not. We got to be tight checking. We got to be close to them, take away their speed, and take away their skill as best we can. That's, you know, they're a good team.
Stolarz, you know, maybe got overworked a little bit there. What's the balance with Joseph? Because obviously you want to play your best goalie, but are you a little bit concerned about the workload?
Well, not lately, not yet. We're not there yet, but it's obviously in the back of my mind for sure. After tonight, we got a little break right till Columbus, so that's good. But then it gets busy, so we got to be managing his load for sure. And you know, in practice, it's a big part of it. We talked about that last year with Joe in practice. Is just do your thing, then tone it down a bit, because he can go overboard in practice. He's a hard-working guy, and he likes to compete in there, but it takes a lot of work. So managing that part too, that's our job as the coaches and the goalie coach to manage that part of it in practice.
Scott was just saying it's his first Toronto Montreal game in Montreal since joining the
Yeah.
Leafs. He tends to bring a lot of energy. Just how do you describe the impact he makes when he comes back into the lineup?
Yeah, it's just he's got that presence about him, you know, in the dressing room when he walks in. He's just a real, obviously a likable guy, but he just brings confidence, you know, and he brings energy in the room and on the ice and in the games. And I mean, it's great to have him back. We missed him for sure, so glad to have him back.
Yeah, very exciting atmosphere to play in. You know, big game for both teams. Should be a fun one to play in.
What you mentioned, big game for both teams.
Yeah.
Putting Florian Jacki in the lineup for his
Yeah.
NHL debut. Like, what do you think of the game itself is going to be like tonight?
Oh, I just expect it to be a fast, competitive game. You know, both teams need the 2 points right now, and yeah, I expect it to be extremely competitive.
What stood out most to you about Joseph Woll since he rejoined the team here?
Yeah, just his ability to take some time off and then come back in and look like he hasn't missed a beat has been big for us. And you know, we needed him probably more than we would have liked early on, but he's stepped up to the plate and he's been great.
What have you liked most about the last couple of games as a group?
Yeah, I think just more on the same page. You can tell that people are making better reads, and the predictability of it has been there. And I think that goes a long way in staying out of there. And then when you do get in there, getting out of there.
What does Scott Laughton show you in his return to the lineup?
Nothing. Just that he's you know, he's a player, right? He comes in, brings energy, great skater, and really you know moves the needle for us in that department. And yeah, well, once again took a good amount of time off and then came back in and looked like he didn't miss a step. So that's much needed for our group.
Sammy, holding court over there. What do you think this game means to him?
Yeah, very special. We had him back in his hometown. I'm sure he'll be going tonight, and you know, a big performance out of him.
What is this like for you, Toronto Montreal on a Saturday night?
Yeah, I mean, this is probably the easiest game you can get up for. It's what you dream of when you're a kid, especially growing up in you know, near the Toronto area. It's a rivalry that's gone on forever, so it's exciting to be a part of. And you know, we're both kind of going through some struggles right now, so it's going to be a good test for both sides. And I think we just got to come out hot with a lot of jump, and we're expecting it to be a loud building. There's going to be a lot of boos for us, and we're going to use that to our advantage.
They're putting Florian Jacki in the lineup, NHL debut. Like, how physical are you expecting? Like, what sort of level of intensity are you expecting from the game itself tonight?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know a whole lot about his game. If he's anything like his brother, then you expect he's going to be, you know, physical, and he's not going to be afraid to go in those corners and look for those big hits. So just something we got to be aware of. It's exciting for the kid. I'm not sure if it's his first game or not, but if it is, that's a heck of a debut. So pretty cool for him. You know, I hope he has a good time, but we're here to kind of spoil the party for them.
What do you expect Sammy to bring to the lineup after sitting for probably 10 minutes?
Yeah, for sure. And Sammy's a great pro. He understands his role, and you know, as we all do. But when you're out of the lineup, obviously you want to get back in and contribute as fast as possible. And you know, he's not going to be a guy that's going to go try and dangle 3 or 4 guys. But you can see the skill that he brings. You know, that pass that he made to me on that goal against St. Louis. You know, he's capable of doing all that stuff, and he can throw the body around. You know, he hits hard. You can see that every time he finishes a check. Usually the other guys land on his backside. So I think a guy like that is good to have on your side, especially when, you know, this building's going to be loud and their team's going to be looking for big hits too.
What stands out about the way Joe Woll's played in his return?
Waller's been great. We love Waller. He was going through what he went through, and to have him back and just seeing him smiling and being his normal self in the crease is it's great. You're happy for him, not just as a hockey player for him doing his job, but as a person, because you can see him having fun in the net, and he's just enjoying what he's doing. When he's doing that, then he's stopping the puck, and that's the Joe we love and that we need. So he's done a great job coming back, and it's not easy to take some time off and get back into the swing of things at the NHL speed. The game is so fast now, but he's done a great job for us.
What do you like most about the way this group has gone about things defensively in the last couple?
That's just it. The last few games, there's been a lot of positives to take away from our defensive zone, and that was kind of, it's no secret that was a bit of a struggle for us. Just lapses, kind of leaving guys open and giving their guys some great A's, and they were capitalizing on that. So I think we've done a better job tightening that, just playing a little bit more structured in our end and kind of trusting other guys to do their jobs. And if you can do that, rather than just kind of running around hoping to bail out other guys, if every guy's connected on the same page in the D zone, then you're going to keep pucks out a lot more.
You guys have some injury adversity right now. What's it like to see, though, Austin and Matthew on the trip and obviously getting closer?
Yeah, it's great to see. We need those guys back. But our mindset has been next man up, and it's an opportunity for their guys to step up and fill a role. And I think we've done a great job of doing that. We've got these young guys in Q, who's looked really, really good. Cowboy, we know what he brings to the game, and I love playing with Cal. He's got the skill, but he's got that tenacity and that grit too, and Q's showing that too. So that's just the nature of the business. When guys go down, especially you're not going to replace a guy like Austin Matthews, and it's tough to replace guys like Nyzie and Tanny as well. But it's just opportunities for other guys to not necessarily step up and try to play like those guys, like I said, but just play their game, play solid. Every guy's here for a reason, and it takes a group effort. It's not just going to be a handful of guys.
After last game, Easton was kind of hard on himself, saying, "I got to bury one. If I bury one, we'd win the game." Like, should a rookie that got so much ownership?
He's spoken like a vet, kind of, right? It's good to see that accountability at the young guys, and there's not one guy in this locker room that thought that if Cowboy buries a goal like that, then maybe the game changes. But I think every guy can say for themselves they could have, should have, would have done something different, and that's the game. It's a fast game. Things happen, and you're not always going to be ready to maybe fire that puck, and you might have an open net and something happens. So it's almost nice to see out of a young guy that he takes that accountability and he's not just pointing fingers and stuff, but at the end of the day, that's not Cowboy's fault. He's just a good kid with good roots, and he's going to put up a lot of points in this league. So it's like I said, you don't want him to be too hard on himself, but the fact that he's taking ownership and there's some things that he knows that he can do differently, it's great to see out of a young pro like him.